now, the Octurus from the nice folks at Jam Pedals, pushing the idea of the octave effect forward past, you know, what we're used to with the good old Octavia sound. Something with more defined sound for like chords, rhythms. One thing that you're going to notice, I'm going to mention this multiple times in this video, but the octave effect kind of pops out all the time, even on the bridge pickup. A lot of octave or sort of effects or Octavia style effects, you only hear it kind of when you get up above the 9th fret or so and really only using the neck pickup. But with this one, I found it prominent in all the different pickup positions. You also get great ring modulator type effects when you roll the volume down on the guitar. I'll demonstrate that in a bit. Really cool kind of unpredictable things happen when you play double stops. It's got 3 knobs on it, like a volume control, a gain control, and a tone control. And then you've got a switch that controls kind of the mid-range response to sort of flatten out the mid-range, or you'd scoop it out a little bit, and then to make it sort of more prominent for solos and leads. And then a switch that controls the clipping, asymmetrical or symmetrical. I tried it with my PT traditional Sir signature guitar, and I also used it with my Les Paul a little bit, and it worked good with humbuckers as well as single coils. For the whole video, I'm running it into a very clean sound, actually, the clean channel of my PT100 amplifier. Just relying on the gain and the drive and all that stuff that this pedal, and the fuzz, of course, that this pedal imparts on the tone. So let's get into it. It's the Octurus from Jam Pedals. So for the rhythm guitars, in my little song, in my wee little track, I decided to do a couple different things. Number one, mainly, I kept them pretty sort of mid-scooped to leave room for the lead guitar. I did one right up the middle. I did 3 in total. I did one right up the middle where I was playing root 5th power chord up here on the 5th fret, D, but also putting the 5th in the bass. But when you do that with the fuzz on, it's kind of interesting. It almost sounds like there's an octave below in there as well. So turning off the pedal, here's my dry sound. Isn't that interesting? Ba ba, way down there low. It's not just the 5th or the root, but oh, sorry. Way down low. You can hear it, right? I'm not crazy, so it's really interesting. It just kind of, you know, creates this phantom low D that's kind of fun. And the sound and setting that I used on the pedal was sort of the most mid-scooped that I could get it. So I found that with this switch on the left in the up position, which affects the mids, with that in the up position, it sounded more scooped. With the switch on the right in the down position, this affects clipping. You can get it either symmetrical or asymmetrical. With it in the down position, it's more scoop sounding, has a little bit less forward sound. It seems like the level goes down just a hair, and the mid scoop out a little bit. And then yeah, switch on the left in the up position, most scoop mid sound. So if I flip them both, check this out. I'll do one at a time. Put the left switch in the down position. More full mid-range. Right switch in the up position. Whoa, now it's like smoother and fuller sounding. So I don't know if that's symmetrical clipping or asymmetrical. I would guess it's symmetrical. But anyway, it sounds a little more smooth and fuller through the mids in this position. Reverse both switches, you get less mids, a little bit more gnarly. Scooped out. So that's the sound that I used for the rhythm guitar right up the middle. Seemed to make the most sense. I'll put it right up the middle, scoop out the mids, and then when I go to cut solos, I'll do the more MIDI position, add a little bit of gain, and it'll be up the middle, and it'll make that guitar speak a little more. And this is the way I think when I cut rhythm guitars a lot. I think about less mid-rangey, you know, leaving room for leaving room for lead guitars up the center, both tonally and artistically. Now the guitar in the left channel, I simply flipped the clipping switch, I do believe. That's the only thing I did different. And on this one, I didn't do the 5th down in the bass. I actually lowered the gain a little bit, went for a little bit like less gain, a little trashier tone. Okay, so now check this out. I'm gonna bring up the gain control and listen to how much more gain you can get out of this pedal. tons more gain, and you can now hear the octave. And check out, this is interesting about this pedal, even on the bridge pickup, the octave really pops. Right? On a lot of pedals I find you only really get the octave when you go to the neck pickup. A lot of Octavia style pedals. But it works right on the neck pickup, but also works good on the bridge. It's interesting. It's like, you know, I think they kind of designed it to do that, for the octave to really speak. So for the lead part, I ended up cranking the gain all the way up on the pedal, and I'm in the kind of most mid-range position. So yeah, the gain's on like 10. I added some mid-range to the amp to just thicken up the tone a little bit to make the solos punch through a bit more. It's fun, man. And that's actually on the bridge pickup. I think I actually played it on the neck pickup. So like I say, it's nice to have a fuzz that actually, yeah, it works on the bridge pickup. It's probably the best octave fuzz that I've tried on the bridge pickup as far as the octave popping out. And something else I love about this sound is when you play double stops, so just the unpredictable stuff that happens. It starts to sound more like kind of ring modulator. That stuff, the super gnarly stuff that happens when you put two notes against one another. You know, unpredictable sounds, sort of akin to ring modulator. That sounds so cool. Thanks for watching my video on the Octurus. Terrific new take on a great old effect, the good old OctaFuzz. But this one's got something special going on. It's got its own thing happening. I've never heard an OctaFuzz with this much definition on chords, this full of a sound that I felt comfortable playing rhythm with, as well as doing the kind of typical more like lead stuff. But also it opened up doors because I could easily use the bridge pickup as well as the neck pickup or any of the other pickups and still take advantage of the octave effect. You can check it out at the website down there in the link in the video description below. Click there, it'll take you to all the info about this great new box from Jam Pedals. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Dorn. Take care.